Am I the asshole for demanding my husband to pay back the $6,000 he spent on golf clubs? I'm a nurse and have been working more hours for the past 6 months to be able to save money to fix the ceiling in our house. I've saved up to $8,000 in my account, and since my husband hasn't worked since 2020, I'm trying to balance rent and utilities payments. My husband is a golf enthusiast, and so are his friends. Only difference is that all his friends are well off and they can afford expensive golfing gear and trips. They mentioned wanting to go on a golfing trip next week and invited my husband, but he initially refused. Though, he really wanted to go but complained about how his friends bought fancy golfing gear while all he has is old gear. He asked if I could lend him $6,000 so he could buy a set of golfing clubs, but I refused because $6,000 for a set of clubs is crazy expensive, especially for someone who doesn't work. He got upset and accused me of holding his employment over his head when he couldn't help it. Anyway, I thought we were over this argument, but I had discovered that he had pulled the $6,000 out of my account and purchased the set behind my back. I went home and exploded on him. He swore he'd return the money once he gets back from his trip, but I told him he had no right to take the money and spend it on a set of clubs while the ceiling needs fixing. He said the ceiling doesn't require $6,000 either, but the kids' room was affected too. I demanded that he return the set or pay me the $6,000 right there and then. He told me I was being unfair to him and that he's feeling stuck because his friends can afford to buy whatever, while he's being yelled at for wanting something for himself for once. I told him to get a job and buy himself whatever. He tried to tell me he'll pay me when he finds a job, which is after he gets back from his trip, but I refused. He kept begging me to let him just go on the trip and we'll figure it out later, but I said no. If it wasn't for something as important as the ceiling, I would have maybe waited, but he's saying I'm abusive and controlling of his life. Edit. First of all, I'm getting too many comments, I'm too overwhelmed to respond. People that are suggesting I return the clubs myself. I can't because he never brought them to the house. I've never seen them and I don't know where he's hiding them. I suspect his brother's house, but I'm on really bad terms with him and can't go to his house. So the argument now is just him pushing to get me to stay quiet till he gets back from the trip, but I'm putting my foot down and refusing. Not the asshole. This is a massive red flag. He stole from you. $6,000 is a lot of money, and if he's not working, how on earth is he gonna pay you back? The fact that you are working your ass off to repair the ceiling, which is a major need, and he thinks that golf clubs are more urgent than home repairs really shows how childish he is. Not the asshole. He is a father with a house that is falling apart. His wants and fun go out the window in the face of his family's needs. Not the asshole. He stole from you. This wasn't your fun money. This was fix the damn house money. If he wants fancy clubs, he can get off his ass and get a job. I'm furious for you. Start taking his name off shit because he can't be trusted. Not the asshole. Return the clubs and the husband for refunds. Not the asshole. Why is he even going on a trip if he isn't working? He stole from you and is a user. Is this really who you want to spend your life with? Not the asshole. He stole your money and tried to make you feel guilty about being rightfully angry about what he did. He doesn't fucking work and stole $6,000 from you to buy golf clubs, for crying out loud. He said he's getting yelled at for doing something for myself for once, which means going behind my wife's back, who is a nurse and works crazy hours while I sit back and don't work, and steal $6,000 from her because I'm jealous of all my friends' success. What a loser. Not the asshole, and stick his ass in the doghouse for the duration of his buddy's golf trip. Man won't get a job, hasn't had one in 2 years, and wants to spend your money on golf clubs? That's not a husband, that's a parasite. Info. What is he doing with his time while unemployed? Is he carrying the cleaning and childcare load of SAHP? Either way, he is an asshole for taking $6,000 after being told no, but if he's being a SAHP, then you could have discussed a more affordable option. If, however, he's just dossing about, then 100% not the asshole. Am I the asshole for buying my wife a whole new wardrobe? My wife has had a tough year. We've lost 2 pregnancies in 6 months, and with both of them, she had such severe morning sickness she could barely leave the house. She felt extremely isolated and depressed due to this, but is starting to get back on her feet and is planning to go back to work next month. As she was so unwell, her body changed. Before pregnancy, she had been a regular gym goer but lost a lot of muscle mass as she was throwing up so often, and since the miscarriages, gained a little more back. I think she looks beautiful but none of her clothes suit her anymore, and she says she doesn't feel confident in herself at all, but she's not been working so feels guilty buying herself new stuff. I've been secretly buying her lots of things over the last couple of weeks so she has a whole new wardrobe to return to work with, both casual everyday stuff and workwear, shoes, a bag and vouchers for her favorite underwear shop. I previously worked in fashion so have a good eye and also called in favors from old friends. I was planning on giving her this next week. Last night, we had her best friend and husband over for dinner, and whilst my wife and her friend's husband were in the garden, I told her friend about the gift and showed her a few bits. I thought she'd be excited for my wife, but she lost her shit and said it was really offensive of me to try and control how my wife dresses, that it was hurtful the clothes I'd bought were larger sizes, and how it would stop her from having any motivation to get her figure back. However, she also said the gym kit I got was offensive as I was pushing her to return to the gym by giving her that. Honestly, not my intention. I just wanted her to feel confident if she does go back. She also said it was rude to get someone a gift for no official reason, like birthday or anniversary. I was dumbfounded as I thought it was a thoughtful gift, but now I'm having second thoughts that I could hurt my wife more when she's already vulnerable. Am I the asshole if I give my wife this gift? Not the asshole. Said it was rude to get someone a gift for no official reason, like birthday or anniversary. Also, what? This friend sounds certifiable. This sounds like a very thoughtful gesture to me, but I also hate clothes shopping. I'm not sure on how the gift would be received, so hopefully people that have a better handle on that will comment. Not the asshole as long as you kept the receipts and give the gift to her as well as the knowledge that she's free to return, exchange anything she wants. I think it was a kind and loving thing to do and a sweet surprise. Not the asshole, she sounds like a jealous friend. You are a good husband, but tell your wife quickly before the friend goes with her version to her. Tell your wife that she can change what she wants, that you only wanted to have a detail with her. Not the asshole. Your wife's friend has a problem. I'm sure that if you didn't buy any clothes for your wife, when she couldn't fit her old ones, your wife's friend would also see that as hurtful. Either because she would think that you didn't support your wife, or because she would think that you were pressuring your wife to lose weight to fit the old clothes. In my opinion, there is nothing wrong with what you did. Info just to double check. You didn't throw out, donate, or destroy any of your wife's existing clothing as part of the gift, right? Not the asshole because I think you have good intentions. However, I also understand your friend's point of view a little bit. If taken the wrong way, your wife might get offended you bought her new bigger clothes as you'd be clearly pointing out she gained weight. It definitely isn't rude to randomly gift people without occasion, however. Not the asshole. How is it rude to give someone gifts on times other than birthdays and anniversaries? Is your wife's friend insane? You know your wife best. Just because insane friend would take it the wrong way doesn't mean your wife will. Go ahead and carry on with your lovely and caring plan. Not the asshole, but I'm begging you to talk to your wife before you give her this surprise. I have been in this situation. It is crushing to realize my partner noticed all the body changes. I think your wife's friend badly communicated this. It's about love from you, but for her it will feel critical. Please show her that you are trying, but you don't know if you were right. Your wife will love you for trying and even more for being sheepish. Am I the asshole if I told my twin that she could live like me for once? My twin, Leia, and I are identical, 29 years old, both females. Leia has always been regarded as the prettier twin, although we are identical, kinda like Cole and Dylan. As a result, any time I wanted to play dolls, apply makeup or dress up for a party, I was told to study rather than engaging in things that aren't really my cup of tea. She was always given more preference. Mom bought her expensive makeup and dresses while I wasn't allowed to touch her stuff. I had to do her homework because she regularly participated in child pageants, though she very rarely even came close to the final two. I was always told to build myself a future because my looks clearly won't get me anywhere. My childhood was pretty crappy, but I put myself through law school and am a senior associate at a pretty well-known firm in my area. I'm one of the youngest senior associates here. Instead of celebrating my achievement, my mom skipped my party, that was planned weeks in advance, to support my sister in an audition she happened to be giving spontaneously that evening. You get the point. Onto the conflict. I was barely surviving, working 2 jobs to put myself through law school. I asked my mom, who had a nice paying job as a marketing exec but had decided to fund Leia's non-existent modeling, acting career, for help a few times, but they said that they were saving up to fund Leia's big break. My Gramps helped me secretly because if my mom or my grandma would know that he had secret money, they'd borrow it to fund Leia and never return it again. I've learnt to be self-sufficient and am at a minimal contact with all of my family, except Gramps of course. My mom was fired during COVID and she recently learnt that I moved into a bigger apartment. Boyfriend and I moved in together but mom doesn't know that, and has been asking me if she and Leia can move in with me. I have declined. A few days ago Leia called me playing the twin card, saying we're sisters. We are supposed to be helping each other. She said she and mom have run out of money and need my help to get by, to which I replied, "Great, now you'll know what it's like to live like me for once. I don't care what you do, you're not moving in with me," and blocked her since then. The whole family has been blowing up my phone about being a terrible person and not helping my family in need. It became worse when Grandma learnt that Gramps had been helping me during my tough times and kicked him out. I immediately moved him into my home. My boyfriend loves him too and he was happy to live with us. This triggered another bout of hate from my family saying if I can afford to keep Gramps, I can afford to house Leia and mom, but I'm not doing so out of jealousy. Now I'm second-guessing myself. Am I the asshole? ETA I've taken a day off today since this whole situation was taking a toll on my mental and emotional health. I'm trying to read each comment and am really thankful for the support you guys are giving me, and my boyfriend and Gramps. I showed Grampy the post and the number of people calling him a rock star and it's honestly made his day. He's so happy, y'all. He has been beaming with joy. All you strangers have absolutely made his, and my, day. I have a virtual meeting with my boss about this situation since I think going the legal route is much more sensible, and to me, easier, than engaging in heated arguments with my sycophantic family. I'll try and figure out how to post a proper update after the meeting. I want to thank each and every person who supported me again, it means so much to me. I wish I could give each one of y'all a hug. Not the asshole, your mother is merely reaping what she sowed. And you see with Grandma where she got it from. You live your best life. And cut the toxic people out. NTA they made their bed they can lie in it, let them live like you did once. Reason why you're getting called selfish is because the other family members don't want them to live with them either. Your Gramps sounds lovely, you GMA should let your mom and sister live with her. Not the asshole. It sounds like your mom damaged your sister more than you. Not to make light of your situation, but you're now a functioning adult, possibly despite you mom, and your sister is a failed actress with no actual skills. If your family didn't speak up in your defense as you grew up, don't take them too seriously now. Not the asshole. First, please let me congratulate you on building a successful life in spite of what is frankly an abusive childhood. What your mother did to you and your sister was awful. She treated you badly and set your sister up to be what she is, a person who at 29 can't look after herself. But what you told her was actually true. After all these years, if she hasn't made it as an actress or a model, it's not going to happen most likely. You wouldn't be doing her any favors by moving in. All she do is impose on your marriage, impose on your pocketbook, and neither of them would accomplish anything. Congratulations on your success in life. Your sister needs to find her own way. And you owe your mother absolutely nothing. She is the asshole here for sure, followed by your grandma. Hey Grandma, since you kicked Gramps out, you now have room to house your leeching daughter and granddaughter. Good luck with that. Not the asshole. Just cut them off. NC is a great thing. Family is supposed to help each other, so your grandfather helped you, and you helped him. Those other people are not family. Not the asshole. Why can't your sis and mom live with grandma? They sound like they deserve each other. Hug. You might need to hear this. You're a good person, have a cookie, not the asshole. Am I the asshole for returning my daughter's boyfriend's PS5? My daughter Amber, F20, has a troubled relationship with her boyfriend Samuel, M21. They've been dating since the age of 16 and break up constantly. Amber is moody and proud, always picks fights over bullshit and has a hard time apologizing. I was widowed last year and Amber has been living with me ever since. She's not a good girlfriend, but she's a great daughter. Last year I noticed that she uses a really stupid tactic to attract Samuel. Amber keeps some important things from him, and when she wants to get back together, she tells him to get them. They talk, go to the bedroom and are together again. The funniest thing is that she always keeps important things hostage. College books, documents, work materials. This time it was a PlayStation 5. I just don't understand all this drama. Amber and Samuel broke up once more and I saw his console in a box. Amber wasn't home, So I decided to send the box through a delivery app and text Samuel to let him know. He thanked me a lot. When Amber arrived, she noticed that the box was no longer at our house. I said what I had done and now Amber is mad at me. Amber says I'm asshole for having delivered an object that wasn't mine. In my defense, I said the console wasn't hers either. She calls me a busybody and I'm feeling guilty, but I believe she needs to stop acting so immature. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Amber is abusive and controlling, edit, manipulative as well. Tell Samuel if he breaks up with her you will support him. Get your daughter some help and tell her you won't tolerate this kind of behavior in your house. Moody and proud. Picks fights. Funny words to use for abusive and manipulative. Not the asshole. She's not immature. She's abusive and manipulative. Good for you for helping this guy break the cycle of abuse. Do whatever you can to stop enabling your daughter's awful behavior. Not the asshole. What she's doing is emotional blackmail and is highly manipulative. You need to sit her down and talk to her about her behavior towards others. Not the asshole. Her boyfriend is very lucky you're aware of your daughter's toxic behavior. Not the asshole. She's very manipulative with her ex-boyfriend and she has to realize how much her behavior is hurting him and she needs to let go. On-off relationships are never healthy and they usually become more and more unhealthy and unhappy as more time passes by. Edit. Typo. Not the asshole. Eventhaw one could argue that the relationship of your adult daughter is none of your business. But as Samuel has been part of your life too for the past 4 years, it's understandable that you don't want him to be treated like that. Maybe your daughter should get some therapy to help her overcome her toxic behavior. Not the asshole. Your daughter should learn a lesson rather than blame you.